welcome to the bathroom yet again. A wonderful day. It is Tuesday. Tomorrow I have exams and therefore not available, and I have some free work in the evening. Not possible really to figure out how to find time to sort of squeeze in the shave, so we'll do it tonight. Just came home from sort of a tabletop role-playing session with some of the buddies from work, so that was great, everyone, thank you. So what are we using today? We're actually using a product of London. You might have seen it in the thumbnail and might recognise it. Let's start with a sip from Men Rock, and they are based in London, as I did just say. This is the sandalwood scent, and they did send me this as a gift. But as usual, I will be completely honest, I'm not going to be bought, so if I don't like this, I will say it. If I don't think there's something that works, I will say it as well. So just because I got this as a gift, it won't sort of inflect what I think about it. I would use it as if I bought it. Start with it. That was my bad. Actually, a lovely sandalwood musky scent to it. So not the Paraso red sandalwood as we're used to, or I'm used to, but there's something else there as well. Something, yeah, musky, I must say, yeah. It looks like it's sort of a fudgy, soft, creamy feel. So quite soft. Scent strength about 3-ish, 4, perhaps even, in that vicinity. Let's see here. Apply to warm, wet skin with fingertips, but better resolved with a shaving brush. Alright, so we'll do that. And they're based in the United Kingdom. This product is made in England. Alright, so what else are we using? There's an unboxing of all this. Men Rock shaving brush. Synthetic and imitating sort of a boar hair bristles. Would be a nice sort of travel brushes. Very lightweight resin. Perhaps even not resin, plastic of some kind. Soft, not the strongest of backbone, but good enough to work with this cream. We'll put it and soak it like that. Alright, so what else are we using? Blade is simply the unbranded blade that I used in the last shave. I did get with this parcel a pack of Men Rock blades, but I won't be using those because I know these work on my skin. So we'll just keep that variable out of the question and use the Men Rock blades in a different shave. We also got this, a Men Rock blade razor, head heavy, nice knurling, a bit slippery perhaps I might say, but we'll see. And it is sort of marked here at the top, Men Rock. A sort of a standard look, D89 head, but we'll see how it feels once we get started, that is. But I do think it's going to be a mild shave. It's a short handle, so that's it. Fierce to rinse and Paraso red to match. Let's wet the face here and give it a go. There's not a lot of battery left on the phone, so we'll just see how we do, right? It's nice to, you know, I've been feeling a bit dry up here, so that's why I just put some fingers here and snipped up. Alright. No bolts today, we'll just lather off here, wet it, fully fricks, wet and not dripping. There you go. Because this is what they use. Oh, I'll just put that off the camera, sorry. Looks like this, spilling all over the place, and it's very much lathering. And this is what they do sort of in the commercials and in their other sort of their own sort of YouTube lathering video. And it is acting up quite a bit of a lather here. And I think that's more than enough. Really, much more than is really needed. We'll put this aside and try to get the sots off here. What a bit of appreciate perhaps. There's how the brush looks. And it's basically just sots right here. So it performs quite well, and that's a good thing. And I haven't tested this in any way. Right, let's see if we can lather this up, shall we? Nice soft tips, as I initially felt. Thick cream here, even though I thought there was a lot of water into it, so it has been lathered or loaded very much properly. Let's try and work some additional water into this. We'll dip the knot on the water on the face again, and we're using cold water. Alright, and this is a shaving cream and not a crepe like the Parossa one. Look at this, beautiful, beautiful lather, and there's lather everywhere. Look at the shirt here. I don't know if it picks it up, there's lather everywhere. Okay. Just tidy up just a bit. Hands and everywhere. Seems slick, but we'll see if we get started. Let's go. Right. Sense strength once it's lathered. Say approximately the same, 4, perhaps verging a bit more on 4 than before. 3-piece non-adjustable. Put this unblind blade here, this carbon, and I think this is going to be a mild one, as I did say before. Locks in place nicely. Seems nice. Can you focus? Yes, there you go. So that's how we look on each side. Cold water. Let's go. Men Rock cream and razor and brush, not the blade. Alright. Alright, so it's mild, but it's not DE89 or R89 mild. So it's just slightly above that. But it's not, in my opinion, a medium aggression. Seems like it's well made. of light materials. I don't know, but perhaps the handle seems hollow. Perhaps aluminium made, and then perhaps this is a mag. And just to be careful of my skin lately, this is just going to be a 2-pass shave, and the first one is on the cheeks and perhaps slightly here. Maybe. Alright. Seems like good slickness. Residual slickness is not that good, but it's also what I would class as a budget-friendly shaving cream. But once we activate here with water, it comes to life. Now I do have some itchiness here on the upper lip from the lather. Doesn't seem to be anything noticeable, but it is kind of distracting that I have some itchiness here, and I think it is due to the soap. So I don't know what that's about, because sandalwood is not a scent that I have been having issues with before. But that's the only thing I'm getting, sort of itchiness. Okay. Second pass. Cold water still. So yeah, have you ever tried the tabletop role playing? I know, nerd. It's actually quite fun. I have done so and babbled in it in my earlier years. But perhaps it was the crew that I was hanging out with. I didn't really find it that interesting. These guys, it's very fun. Those I'm doing it, hanging out with now and playing from work. All of them good people. It does have some nice slickness. I won't argue with you there about that. It's interesting to see if the itchiness that I have right here goes away when I remove the lather, because then it is not just, because sometimes, you know, you can have spots that itches, but when you remove the thing that's causing it, yeah, it's normal. Right, wet the tips. We'll lather up all over, but we'll just do a finished touch up on the cheeks, thin coating, and on the middle section here. Seems like a beautiful lather. The lather's beautiful. It has a nice slickness. It has good protection, it seems, from what I feel. Might have better residual slickness, but you could always apply more. Only thing downside for me is that somehow it may cause me some itchiness on my skin. The razor is doing lovely. The brush is also very nice. This, as it is a shorthand one, it will do nicely as an everyday razor, but also as a travel one. Same thing goes through for the brush. It would be a good everyday brush, but also a nice travel brush. Yeah, the irritation on the upper lip sort of and under the nose sort of intensifies. On me, but maybe nothing for you at all. Now, usually I wouldn't do a shave because when it's a new brand, I tend to sort of do this lathering process offline, off camera, to try it out because I'm done with bad shaves. But today, and I also believe I said that in the unboxing, we'll try to mend in as much as we can from the Men Rock gift. There you go. Good. Alright. Last bit here. Good. Good. So I'll do a facial wash and I'll see you after post shave. So that was it. Sort of a 2.5 pass, almost a full 3 pass. This is how we look. Feels great. And the irritation here, once I washed off the lather, it completely got away. So that's just something we're going to note. But first, we'll use a facial toner from this, mentholated, but otherwise unscented. I'll close some pores, and it's mentholated by yours truly. We've put in, I believe, 15 menthol crystals. Alright. Let's go what we used. Go through it, sort of a summary. Alright, what do we use? We use the Men Rock shaving brush. Let's just clean it here. It's possible for you to see. Worked nicely. Perhaps not the best of backbone wise, but it whipped up a lot in collaboration with the shaving cream with no issues at all. So the shaving cream wise, it works nicely. I think it's going to be working nicely with a hard pack as well, in my experience. And it has of a nice sort of ball look to it, even though it is completely synthetic. So that's quite nice indeed. So yeah, the brush works. Short, small knots, don't quite know what, about 20mm ish. It would work nicely as a travel brush. Light, plastic, what's not to like? Very good. Then comes to the razor. The razor is sort of slightly above the Edwin Jagger D89 or a Mule R89. So about high-end mild, in my opinion. Not completely standard, but close. Close. Almost no overhang, but there is some. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up. There you go. So there is some overhang, but not much. And then it has, let's see if it, has Men Rock branded here at the top. Also good travel razor because it's a short handle one, slight head heavy, hollow handle here. Otherwise very nicely constructed. Gives a good shave, you know. Nothing to worry about here. What else do we use? Yes, we use the Men Rock shaving cream, shave cream, made in London, sandalwood scent. Now, it lathered beautifully. It gave me a nice protection. It had a good slickness, and the residual slickness, well, it had to be, it wasn't quite there on its own, but with collaboration with water, it sort of reactivated itself. Had a scent strength of the sort of top of about, I would say 3.5, and lathered it was about 4. It looks, I have rinsed shaving cream like this. Sort of now it looks a bit different. It's sort of a smooth texture, but it has sort of a fudgy, soft shaving cream texture, but not shaving cream, not all soft. Kind of a fudgy crope, soft crope, but it is a shaving cream. And yeah, so this will be rinsed, and it is already sort of perhaps tapped dry and then left 24 hours. The only issue that I did have, and I will say it as I did in the start of the video, I will be honest, I did experience irritation, itchiness here, and it expanded onto the nose. And once I rinsed my face, it disappeared. There's slightly left here on the nose, and there was some here on the skin as well. So I experienced some skin irritation, but that was me. It doesn't need to be you. Just being honest here. It worked as it had to. Good protection, but if you have sensitive skin, perhaps not this one. I'm just saying, I don't know. Perhaps it was just a coincidence, bad luck, itchiness on its own, I don't know. But we're otherwise going to conclude the shave of the Proso Red, similar scent. There you go. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you will be joining me in the weekend shave. Yes. Oh yeah, burn. And stay happy, healthy. Remember to tell your loved ones that you love them. Take care of yourself. And as I said, hope to see you soon. This is Hans from Mixie Saves signing off. Bye bye.